Hi everyone, I'm Brooke, and I am recording this from the Riparian Preserve in Gilbert, Arizona. And I'm sitting next to a babbling brook, which I thought was pretty appropriate. Well, considering I'm going to be babbling for the next few minutes, letting you know a little bit more about myself and what I'm all about, and what I hope to contribute to this website. So here I go. I have been living in the Phoenix area of Arizona for the last almost a year. And I live with my fiance and our 2 children. I'm originally from the Pacific Northwest, Seattle area, born and raised, and I miss it. I miss it there. Gosh, epic beauty up there, amazing people. Most of my family is still there. But I've really begun to form an appreciation for the desert, for the Southwest. This is where I'm forming my family, the community I always wanted. Lots of opportunities here, and also pretty epic beauty too. So really, really grateful that I'm here today. I have a pretty interesting childhood. I was the only child of my parents' marriage. They were married until I was 3, and yet I have 4 half-brothers, 2 half-sisters, and 2 stepsisters from my parents' other marriages. My mom remarried when I was 5, and what's so interesting about my childhood is that my stepfather, who really was a big part in raising me, is an East Indian man, Muslim man from Tanzania. So I got to experience different culture, different religion than my peers, different customs and language, and I just got this really unique experience growing up that I'm just really thankful for. The faith-based community that really took a big part in raising me, they called me Malika. They really instilled in me the value of service, not just serving your family, but the whole community. And I really credit them for that, because it's a really big part of who I am today, having that value of service to others. So, I had a pretty awesome childhood. Both sets of parents really took really good care of me, protected me, provided for me, and I think I turned out pretty darn well. I went on to college. I went to college in San Diego, and I did the pretty typical, because I was so sheltered, I did a pretty typical rebellion. I had to switch places for more privacy, which is funny because I'm going to be putting this up to be viewed by the public, so I got to get over my need for privacy when sharing my story. Oh man, where was I? So I went off to college in San Diego, and I was pretty sheltered, pretty naive, also pretty low self-esteem, didn't really know my worth as a young woman. And so, that coupled with experimenting and rebelling and all that, landed me into a little bit of trouble. In hindsight, I don't think it was trouble. It was all that was meant to happen. But I did become pregnant my second year of college. And I made the really difficult decision to keep the baby, to have the baby and keep it, despite the fact that I didn't have really any support. I didn't have a secure relationship with the father. Didn't really understand what I was getting myself into with the father. That's a different story for another day. Didn't have any money, didn't have any resources, didn't even have a place to live. So I decided to go live in a maternity home in Washington State. That still exists today, New Beginnings. Wonderful place. Best decision I ever made during that time, other than keeping the baby. This is where I really met some of the most amazing people. This was a challenging time, of course, in my life, but it's where I found my own strength. And this is where I grew a backbone, This is a time in my life that I wouldn't take back for anything. It was actually really beautiful. Some of my angels showed up during that time. And I went on to live in transitional housing for a couple years while I was trying to get on my feet, and finished my degree with a young child. Lots of challenges, right? But also, like I said, where I made the best, most amazing connections. and learned the most about myself. Still fell flat on my face many times, still didn't make the best decisions in relationships, still struggled with some self-worth and low self-esteem, and hit a lot of rock bottoms. But what I'm most proud of during that time in my life is that I always stayed very devoted to my child. He was my number one. And I always knew that the darkness was temporary. The struggle would not be forever. And I'm most grateful for those that really rallied around me and supported me and lifted me up during those times, because I did. I had incredible support. And I knew, even in the moment, that I was going to someday pay that forward and be a support to others who were going through similar hardships and circumstances. So here I am today, fast forward 15 years, and I finally got the relationship that I always wanted, healthy, supportive, loving, and getting married this summer. So very excited for that. And I'm also in a position now to really give back, in the same ways that I was given, right? It's my time to serve others, and I feel really grateful that I'm here today to do that. I've had this awesome opportunity to do my own healing work, and by healing work I mean really focusing on self-love, forgiveness, particularly self-forgiveness, really uncovering just like the roots of where where did I ever learn, or when did I ever pick up this message that I was never good enough? I don't know, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of that pattern of thought. I'm tired of feeling ashamed of who I am. I'm over it, and even though it still comes up for me occasionally, like I'm finding that because I've been doing my healing work, that I'm able to kind of like just nip it in the butt, before it affects, any of my decision making. So really, really grateful for that. And one of the most motivating things I've found is to do this work is the fact that I've seen the bigger picture. I know I'm here to do big work. I've got I just don't have time to be playing small anymore, if that makes sense to you. I don't have time to be distracted by materialism or, worrying about the size of my thighs or what I look like to other people or what people think of me. I ain't got time for that, and I don't think you do either. I see you as a privileged person. If you have access to the technology to watch this, then I'm assuming you also have access to clean water and food and shelter, basic needs that many of our fellow human beings still don't have, which to me is like ridiculous. So I believe you're privileged, and I believe that you also have a responsibility to those people. And it's my goal to go and promote those that are living purposefully, the solutions to some of these problems that we still face, and to really promote them, because I want to promote that which I want to see more of, right? Those that are living from a place of purpose, compassion, service, true activism. Those are the people I really want to celebrate, promote, and hear their stories to inspire us, right? That if they can do it, so can we, right? We can really do this. We have to come together and use all of our gifts to serve the world. So that is what I hope to do on this website. I hope this resonates with you. I hope that you're excited about this, because I know I am. I'm excited about the future of this website and what we can do as a community when we all come together. Thank you so much for watching.